Hey, so this is part two of my how to research a penny stock in 5 minutes or less. Um, in these videos, there's going to be several parts. I'm probably going to do several videos, and uh, I found that readers and a lot of people really enjoy this because you can kind of see my exact mindset of how I analyze charts and how I know what stocks to trade or not. So again, I'm just gonna go through my normal thing. I set my filters. This is equity fee. This is what I use. Once my filters are set, this is how I research for the next day and see what I want to put on my main watch list. The email that you guys get every morning or what you see on my website. So let's get into it. So once I have my filter set and these stocks show, only a handful of them, I just pick any random one and I see whether I want to trade it. So let's pick this one, ZBB Energy. So it open up the chart. All right, so let's look at it. This is the 2-day chart. Looks like it's trading near the high. What I like doing is, again, first I go out for the 1 year. All right, so you can kind of see, I can get a kind of sense of the whole story of the stock. Clearly, it is being pumped and dumped right now, or it's at a very high right now. I looks like I missed the peak already for this, so this probably wouldn't be another stock that I trade. Let's just go a little bit closer in so we can kind of see. Okay, it looks like it's doing a kind of head and shoulders chart pattern. That's a type of technical analysis chart pattern terminology, I guess. For those of you who don't know it, Google it, or I guess I'll do a couple of videos on certain chart patterns, but one very common one, this one is displaying right here, is called a head and shoulders. This here's one shoulder, this is another shoulder, and that's the head. And what that symbolizes is it means that there's a lot of weakness in the stock. The philosophy behind that is that here was it's kind of being a pump and dump. The shareholders are trying to just get rid of their shares, so it was pumped up. People dumped their shares, pumped up again, and a majority of the shareholders, they sold their shares and everything, and then it's just being pumped up one final time so the remaining shareholders can get rid of their stocks, and then it's pretty much just going to fade into the abyss, back down to here, back down to where it was trading at for a majority of the time. So this would actually be if you're into shorting, I'm not really, but if you're into shorting, this would be actually a great company to short. Another great sign of weakness is a lot of sideways action. Meaning sideways action means not a lot of peaks or valleys, I guess. And you can see that right here. It's been doing not much, staying in the same general range, very choppy, for the last week pretty much. So this stock looks like it's very ready to just fall. It did its head and shoulders, and if it breaks a key level, key support level, which looks somewhere around 215. You see there's right here, right here, right here, again even right here. So it looks like if it breaks 215, 213, probably 210, this is just gonna plummet. I would probably set an alert if you're into shorting. See that if it breaks 210 and if it breaks $2, it's gonna just fall straight back down to $1. I kind of can see why shorters do it, because this one is almost like a what goes up must come down. That this is gonna fall heavily, just as fast as it went up. It's gonna fall just as bad. So this isn't a stock that I would go long with at all. It already had its glory days up here, and now it's just getting ready to die. And I'm sure a lot of shorters are looking at this. So yeah, that would be a short. This would be a short. I would put if you're a shorter, set it up however you would do it. But I'm not interested in this. I don't short. I like going long. It's less risky for me, and I found my success there. Though in the future I might adapt. I preach that you should be flexible, and I myself am not. So I guess that's kind of hypocritical, but I am definitely going to work on that. But yeah, um, stay tuned for my next video on. I'm going to pick another random stock, and we're just going to go through my entire research process.